Yo MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 24 Road to MotoGP. We're heading for Misano in Italy after a drastic Aragon weekend session, and hopefully we can do much better here in Misano. We had a pointless 0 points in the Aragon weekend, and we will try to score some most important points here in Misano. We have a wet weather free practice 1, so we will be skipping that one. For the sprint race we have dry weather, and for the main race we have dry weather, and that is some excellent news. I'll be seeing you back at the qualifying results.
The director offering up the final results screen as the last riders enter pit lane. As a reminder, the top 2 riders have just qualified for second qualifying, which will start in a few minutes.
So stranded in Q1, we will start from P14 for the sprint race and the main race. So let's set up our bike for the sprint race.
The Martinator,
let's see what we can do.
We just have to see if he'll be able to dominate this race as well.
Jorge Martin starting from pole, Espargaro starting from P2, and Bagnaia starting from P3. Let's rev the engine up, 10 red lights, and we are racing. We have a sluggish start. Vinales has an excellent start, and there comes Bezzecchi coming in like a torpedo, as Sebastian Vettel would say. Almost crashed into us. Luckily we stayed on the bike. The Honda riders are very aggressive as Nakagami is pushing us around. In turn 4. Oh, Zarco has a bad exit or a bad turn in, and we make an excellent move on Nakagami and Zarco as we try to outbrake Morbidelli while we hit Fernandez. We hit a lot of riders. That will be a warning for us as we are in P13. We also hit our teammate. I apologize for that. It was a very aggressive move. Couldn't slow the bike down in time. There we have it. Our first incident, our first warning of the sprint. Well, we are at the back of Di Gianantonio in P13. Out of the points, only the first 9 will score points in the sprint. So we have more work to do. We have to move up the order. But in front of Di Gianantonio is Marc Marquez. Ooh, that's a track limit warning. But in front of us Di Gianantonio is Marc Marquez, and he is very pacey here. Around the outside of Di Gianantonio. Now we have the inside line. Can we stick to it? Yes, we have. We have more traction than Fabio has. And now we try to outbrake Marc Marquez. Keep him on the outside, and we make a brilliant move on Marc Marquez. But there he is again. It's not over yet. And now it is over. We have P11. We have a strong pace here. Brad Binder in second place, which is a great performance as we go very wide in turn 12. That's a track limit warning. But Brad Binder in P2, and our teammate Bastianini, the one we have to beat within 2 more Grand Prix, is in P3. We're in a final lap, and Martin crashed from out of the lead while we are in the final lap of the sprint. So Martin threw away a sprint race win. And we will finish the sprint in P11. No points, but a much better result than in Aragon.
Let's take a look at the final classification of the race we've just seen.
Bastianini wins the sprint. Binder surprisingly on P2 and Spargro finishing in P3. Jorge Martin crashes out from the lead in the final lap, and I think it was in the final turn or one of the final corners of the sprint race, but nevertheless he threw away a race win. Okay, 10 red lights, we rev the engine up and we are ready for the Misano main race, and we are on the way. Another slow response and a great response from Augusto Fernandez, and there comes the Yamahas. A bit at the back of the group, of the pack, and we try to outbrake a lot of the riders while we hit our teammate again, like we did in the sprint. Acosta, very bold move, but he compromises his exit and we make easy work of it. In P12 while we outbrake the Gino Antonio, we keep him on the outside. Great move. And now we are in P11 right behind Jack Miller, who seems to be struggling. And Brad Binder is again in P2. Ooh, almost hit Jack Miller in the back. Luckily we didn't. And we are putting him on a lot of pressure while we finish up the first lap of the race. Tighter line to turn 3. Great move on Jack Miller, and we are through to P10. Vinales is battling with Marc Marquez in front of us as we are trying to close them down. In lap number 3, and we are putting Vinales on an immense of pressure. Can we outbrake him? No, he closes that door. Now we find a gap, but he went in too deep and he can counter our attack. But Vinales knows we are right behind him and we are waiting for an opportunity to overtake him, as we have much more pace than he has. We have a stronger race pace. Costa moving to KTM in real life. Don't know what to expect from KTM, as they are struggling with money, struggling with finances. Yeah, not sure what to expect from KTM for the upcoming 2025 season. I think if we give this man a great bike like a Ducati, he will be battling for race wins. We're still behind Vinales, still putting him under pressure. Got a very strong pace here, but it's very hard to overtake them. Can we find a gap here in the first couple of corners as we close down Vinales? We're very close to him now. Going into... Oh! That's a cheeky little move by Vinales. Track limit warning, but we were in front of him and he didn't want to give up his position, so he made a cheeky little move by cutting the corner. Let me know in the comments if you think that was, I won't say a fair move, but did the stewards do enough? We are closing down lap number 6. And we will be heading for the final lap. And I'm still behind Vinales. Can't find a gap to overtake them. As soon as I'm getting closer, they are decreasing their pace. Now we are too far behind Vinales. Goes a bit wide. Can we put him under pressure as we head for turn 4? No. Marc Marquez is doing an excellent job by keeping Vinales behind him. We're getting closer again, but as soon as we head for a straight, their bike is just too fast. Will we take the risk in turn number 14? We will try it on Vinales. It's a great move. Can we keep him behind on the snow? We hit him on the back. We went for it. We tried it, but Vinales was defending like a pro. And we will finish the race in P10, which is a good result, a great result, and a much better result than we had in Aragon. Jorge Martin wins the race, Espargaro on P2 and Brad Binder on P3. We finish in P10. Jorge Martin clearing his mistake he made in the sprint race by crashing out in the lead in the final lap, in the final corner. But he increases his lead over Bagnaia. And we are glad with our P10 in Misano. Okay, next up will be India, the Boot International Circuit, and one I need to practice on, but it's one I didn't like in the past, but I'm starting to like the track. Unfortunately, it wasn't on the official MotoGP 24 calendar. In the game, it's still in it, and but yeah, in real life, it has been cancelled. But we will be doing it. We will be racing in the Grand Prix of India, but that will be for the next episode. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so. And I'll be seeing you back in India for hopefully a thrilling Grand Prix. See ya!